Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to our Sunday brunch recap. So, Monica and I just ended our group. We had Sunday brunch today, and our topic was forgiveness. We could still be on, right, Monica? Because it's a very in-depth topic. I said we're going to have to do a retreat just talking about forgiveness. But we just want to cover a few of the things that we discussed today with you, and hopefully you'll find it helpful. So, Monica, anything you would like to share?
Yes. Let's say the biggest thing about forgiveness for me is you have to learn to forgive yourself as well as forgive others. Forgiving others seems like the most common thing that we have to think about when we talk about forgiveness. But forgiving yourself for your past behaviors, your past, just anything that you've done to someone that you've hurt people. And sometimes you have to like learn to sit with those feelings and also process them and, being able to be forgiven as well as ask for forgiveness from others.
That's powerful, and it's really true. Thank you for highlighting that. I think for me, it was really learning the role that grief plays in forgiveness. Grief plays a huge role in forgiveness because anytime someone does something or something occurs in your life that causes you any type of pain or harm, there's usually loss that's involved. And you need to allow yourself to grieve that loss so that you can then move to forgiveness. And also recognizing what forgiveness is for and who it is for. So we covered three paths to forgiveness today. True forgiveness, and that's being able to allow yourself to hear the person if they admit their fault and take responsibility for their action, and then they ask you for forgiveness. You have to do the work and resolve your emotions around the situation, free yourself of them, and then you can choose if you want to forgive them or not. And that's probably the easiest route to forgiveness because the person is taking accountability. Then you have acceptance forgiveness. And ooh, acceptance forgiveness is different because this is where the transgressor does not feel remorse and or is ignorant to the fact that they have caused you harm. So you have to ask, how do you pardon an offense when the person does not show remorse and is not even trying to remedy the situation or ignorant to it? But it is very possible because you got to recognize that the forgiveness that needs to occur is for you, it is not for them. And you can come to accept that although you've been wrong, you can move on in your life and you don't have to dwell on what's been done to you. So when you release those emotions, and you'll know when you're ready to do this, you can allow yourself and give yourself permission to say, I forgive that person, regardless of how they feel. And then the third one is principled forgiveness. Principled forgiveness is probably the most difficult path to forgiveness because sometimes we're faced with transgressions that were deliberately meant to hurt us. And when you have someone who hurts you repeatedly, or they even derive pleasure from hurting you, how do you let go of the resentment in that situation? So, that principled forgiveness is when we lean into our morals and we are not forgiving them for them. We are forgiving them because we know it is the right thing to do. The emotion of despair is often combined with anger and sadness, and people want to allow those emotions sometimes to kind of fester in, and it leads to resentment. But resentment is something that's chronic that will eat away at you internally. You want to let it go. Compassion is one of the ways to do this, and compassion isn't feeling pity or feeling sorry for someone. Compassion more so is having empathy for the pain of the tormentor that they are experiencing, and then treating others as having, let me start that over again, having empathy for the pain of the tormentor for what they must be experiencing in order to treat others the way that they're treating individuals. It's us having sorrow that they are not able to experience true joy and contentment in their life because all they're experiencing is pain. And one of the points that Monica had brought up in session today is hurt people hurt people. And that's a very old adage, but it is such a true one because we don't want to feel our own pain. So it's easier to deflect it onto someone else so we don't have to experience it. So when we're working with principled forgiveness, there's a great irony in this concept because the irony is when we're able to feel compassion for others, the more we let go of our own resentments and we can develop true happiness in our life. And when we allow ourselves to experience principled forgiveness because it is the right thing to do, so to speak, it leads to our own contentment within ourselves. And ultimately, forgiveness is not for the other person, it's for ourselves. It gives us a clear path forward. There's no fogginess, there's no obstacles that get in our way when we let it all go. But making that decision to let it go can be a really difficult one, but a really necessary one. So that is a little taste of what we discussed today. We also saw awesome video. We usually share a video at Sunday Brunch, and this one was by Candace Mama. It was a TEDx Stormont video, and it was really, really good. It's called How Forgiveness Saved My Life. So I'll make sure I put that in the description so that you could watch that video. It's a quick 8 minute, but it's really powerful, and it really emphasizes how important and necessary forgiveness is. All right. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day and feel free to join us at our next Sunday brunch. We meet on the second Sunday of each month. Have a great day. Bye bye.